free bribe. Free bribe, 10 cash. Okay, good, good, good. Right. And that's that. Okay. Right, I will be back. I'm going to let the cinematics run. I need to run downstairs and just check something out. But I will be back momentarily.
Are you ready to play? Welcome back, sports fans. Seems the ref has been balked. Thoughts on the stadium, Bob?
None whatsoever.
Lizard men certainly excel in certain domains, but are abysmal in others.
Simply put, the skinks are made of foam rubber, and the Saurus have 2 left hands.
There we go, all done. Right, okay, who have I got? Orcs versus the good old lizard men. Where is our good old Veely? I love this thrower. He's so good. Who have we got? We got guard, block. Have we got? Yeah, we have got a. Yeah, we've got an Agi-4 blitzer, which is nice. Oh, there's our jump up guy. That's nice. Do we sacrifice linemen to the gods? No, I suppose not. Oh no, yeah. If we put the Black Orcs there, they're just going to get punched. So we might as well. There isn't really much of a reason to not sacrifice linemen to the gods. And one random Black Orc. We will do it that way. And then Black Orc. Blitzer. There we go. Right. 10 seconds too late to receive. Ah, never mind. Yeah, never mind. Sorry, I had to nip downstairs quickly. It's not the end of the world. But yeah, no, this is oh, I didn't put it up. Let me just the last time. What was the last time? Was the last time a draw? It was. There we go. Last time was a draw. God, look at that, Jeremy. Jeremy bet heavy on the draw. Whew. There you go. Bit of fun. Good old bit of fun. Jeremy did go heavy on the draw there.
You know, I often think Blood Bowl might be better if we just got rid of the whole ball thing.
The max best subject bet going through. Oh, is that why? Is it? Yeah, I should increase. Yeah, me and Silly Puddy was a draw. It was 1-1 in the end.
It's just war then, Bob. You can see that anytime.
I could actually change it. I could change it. Let me. No one's bet yet. Okay, hold up. Stop betting. Reset. Maximum bet. Seeing as people now have more disposable income, we will alter it slightly. There you go. 2,000. Now we high rolling. Now we like our dwarf death roller. We have more than we have more than we could possibly need. Get rid of the max. Okay, you know what? I don't think you can get rid of the max, but I could put the max so high. Oh God. No. Why do you believe? Why do you believe? Oh God.
This reminds me of the time you got born. A chain of goblin
Jay.
tentacles together to create a
Oh
living
God.
medicine.
Jeremy just loves betting on the draw. Jeremy's always like draw. Everyone's gonna draw all the time. I'm not sure what our record is on the Orcs. I definitely feel like we win more games than we've lost on the Orcs. I'm not quite sure though, off the top of my head. But yeah, we're gonna squeeze it. It's getting pretty late, but we're gonna squeeze this one in. We did say we would try and play an Orc one, so an Orc one we will play. Hopefully he has some issues picking up the ball. Cool, Agi 4 scheme, that's nice. Agi 4 sidestep. What's that? Sidestep sure feet or sidestep sprint? Sure feet? I guess that's sure feet. Sometimes I really wish the game would just let me look wherever I want to look. I wish, you know what, actually, if there is a, you thought you was betting on the lose last, yeah, everyone's done that at some point, I think. I really wish there was, like, if I ever decide to go to the official Cyanide forums for the game, Cyanide, from what I gather, are not great at, like, communicating with their general user base. But if I ever do decide to post anything, one of the things that I would like is an option in the menu that you can turn on to make it so that you can look wherever you like without the camera constantly dragging back to whatever the other guy's doing. No offence to you, but again, Medzi, don't you worry about it, my man. Don't you worry. I will not take it personally. As far as I'm concerned, Medzi, you're not betting against me. You're betting on Nuffle. that's the way I'm gonna look at it. You're not betting against me. You're betting on Nuffle. That's it. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. You like that? Good. I'm glad. We are ever the optimist. Oh, he's getting straight in there. Well, there goes his bribe. Good. Okay, so good bribe. Oh, and he failed the bribe as well. Oh, could that turn have gone any worse for him? Any worse? Well, I suppose it could have gone worse. He could have double skulled and died. But yeah, that was oh, that was unfortunate. Right. And now, good old, has this guy got, yeah, that's just a level 1 skink. We don't actually care too much about that. Diving tackle dodge Saurus. It's a shame that we can get. Is this a lineman as well? Yeah. You send your skink. Why is that not? Not 2 dice. It is 2 dice. Immediate regret on your part. Oh God, the double skull. The double skull. Never mind. Okay, kind of worked out alright. Okay, never mind. Right. Now comes the fun parts. The guard crocs is it going to be a problem? Almost certainly. So we are gonna.
They're getting up close and personal, Bob.
We go in. We can get. Has he got block? No, he doesn't have block, nor do we, which is a bit of a problem. And I really don't want to commit the guard blitzer to it. So I feel like we're just going to... We're going to protect that guy. And this guy we're going to leave somewhere that we can maybe blitz with him next turn. I feel like we're going to do that. Salt mine victory while the... Oh, God. Squiggy Thibbledorf based on the dungeon. Yeah, I'm sure some people. I'm sure someone mentioned it earlier as well. Thibbledorf. When you say the D&D character, I assume you mean the books. There's a set of books by a guy called R.A. Salvatore. For anyone that doesn't know, the Adventures of the Dark Elf Drizzt Do'Urden, or however you say his name. But the Drizzt books, and in one of the books, I can't remember which one. There's a random like side character called Thibbledorf Quent, who is like a dwarf battle rager, and for some reason the name at the time the name stuck with me, and ever since I've been playing games online, I've always used the name Thibbledorf, just always since then. I think way back when I first started playing World of Warcraft, like I was like, okay, well I need a name, and Thibbledorf. I tried it, it wasn't taken, and from then on, I've always used it. And on the off chance I ever can't get Thibbledorf, it's always some version of it, like Tib or Thibble or something along those lines. Is he in? Yeah, I remember him being. I just remember, like, out of all the characters in the books, apart from the main ones, he's the one I always remembered, like, as being like. When I read it, I was like, I remember chuckling to myself. When they were describing the fact that more as well, because in the books, like I just remember this little bit because I read them years and years and years ago, but I do remember this little bit in the books where he was introduced, and they were describing his way of fighting, and then and also the fact that he had these little group of dwarf followers that were kind of like his acolytes, like they just followed him round all the time, going, yeah, like teach us how to be a battle ranger, like.
Predictable and a little boring, but it's the results.
But yeah, that's the. His son takes over after the first three. Oh, right, okay. Yeah, I mean... No, I mean, I enjoyed quite a lot of them. I've got a load of the trilogies. I don't mind them. They are by no means the Gutbusters. Is that what they were called? Yeah, I do. I just vaguely remember that he had like a little trio of dwarves or something, or a couple of dwarves that followed him around all the time, and they were like battle ragers in training or something. So yeah, no, that is indeed where the name comes from. It is indeed where they. I enjoyed a lot of the books. I read them when I was a lot younger. I haven't read them in a long time, but I've got loads of them sitting on my shelf. Loads of the trilogies, like the big old versions of the trilogies. And yeah, they're not necessarily books that I would read now. Fantasy books. You know, the last, you know, compared to maybe say, I don't know off the top of my head, like the Malazan books and the First Law trilogy, In the Name of the Wind, stuff like that. Those fantasy books I feel like are definitely better. Well, say better, like maybe more involved than the old D&D books, the Salvatore ones. But the Salvatore ones are great for just like some good old fashioned sword and sorcery. I don't mind some of the later ones. Like I like the what was the name of the Artemis Entreri or something. I quite like the him and the human guy who went off about their business. I quite like the trilogy that had them in it, but I cannot remember the name of him off the top of my head. And the Name of the Wind is one of my favourite books that I've read recently. I haven't got round to reading the second and third ones, but I do want to. And what was the other one? There was another book that I really liked. But yeah, no, them sort of books, like it's definitely like I read a lot of fantasy books and stuff. But what was it? The first, it was what was it called? The Last Argument of Kings or something. It was called like the First Law trilogy. Yeah, that's it. Jarlaxle, or however you say his name, Artemis Entreri and Jarlaxle. That was an enjoyable trilogy for me. I quite like that. But yeah, no, I definitely. Yeah, no. Again, they are certainly not as involved as maybe. They're certainly not as involved story-wide as like the Malazan books or anything like that. Mistborn, I haven't quite read Mistborn yet. But yeah, that Joe Abercrombie's First Law trilogy, they're the other ones I was talking about, Last Argument of Kings and all that. They are a great set of books for anyone that's not read them. They really are. That's a really good trilogy. Like a really interesting take on your standard fantasy fare, where pretty much everyone's a bit of a dick. Nothing but a skull. Anything but a skull. Okay, good. Can't really afford to. Oh, and then we roll a 1. Never mind. I really wanted to get a guy in there, but unfortunately it didn't work out. I had to re-roll the block, which was, you know, you kind of expect to maybe have to re-roll the block to get it down, but then rolling the 1 and they go for it's kind of unfortunate. Because I feel like if we could have got a guy in there, we was in a reasonably good spot. Gracing Road. Yeah, I haven't read Mistborn, but I may actually look into it. Next time I get a chance to read some books, read some new books, I will definitely look into it. But yeah, I've got like a bunch of fantasy books. I mean, they're generally the only books I kind of read. That's kind of what interests me. If I'm going to sit and read a book, I want something that's a bit of a departure from books. Books are indeed for nerds, but then again, I am a glorious nerd, so that's why I read all the books. I'm fine with that. I don't care. Jim Butcher. I'm not sure. I don't think I've read the Jim Butcher stuff. Dresden Files. I haven't read the books, but I ever read Dune? No, I've never got round to reading Dune. I must say I've never read it. Never read it personally. Dresden Files. I only ever remember. I've never read the Dresden Files. I remember there was a TV show, wasn't there, for a little while. The Dresden Files was only like 1 season of it. It's a shame it never went. Never went more than that. So now he gets to go out and around, which is a shame. Like this is why I really wanted the tackle zone on him, but never mind. And he rolled the 1. Double 1. Double 1. Snake eyes. Just snake eyes. Take that. I'm not sure if we can get anyone close enough to the ball to It's a shame our throw is all out there. We can't. We do have punt. We do have jump up. So we get a chance at this with the reroll. This guy doesn't have block or anything, so got anything but that. Yeah, there we go. Thank God. Right. See, that's a 67% pickup, and it could put us. We kind of have to do this, don't we? Because if we don't, like, there is every possibility that a skink just dodges away from us, picks up the ball, and then dodges back out. I mean, if we fail the pickup, are we in any of a worse situation? I suppose we can. No, we can't really get any guys down there. So yeah, you know what? I feel like we do this.
Failure that could cost his team.
Never mind. So either way, the skink still has to dodge past us to do the pickup, which is not the end of the world. The Belgariad. No, I have not. I have not heard of that. Let's have a look. Basically, the show was frustrating. Yeah, I never saw the show. I think I maybe saw one. Then serve. Yeah, you know what? We could have done that actually. Funnily enough. We could, but the reason why I didn't take the push is because this guy. I suppose that would have been a better option. Yeah, Squiggy, you're right. Like that's just one of them things where I kind of played it wrong. But you are right. You are right. I should have done it that way. Hertig, thank you very much for the follow, man. I really do appreciate it. I'm glad you joined the stream, and I hope you enjoyed your little golden dance. Thank you. And welcome to our chat. And as always, if you've got any questions, feel free to ask away, man. People are more than happy to answer. Which is the one that's amazing. That is one of the options. I like thinking about it. You know, like sometimes when I'm like, okay, well, I have to get this guy free, and I just forget. But yeah, no, that was definitely one that I could have done differently. Yeah, I'm not sure. It's been a long time. Like that. It's been a long time since I actually sat and read some books. The last lot was the Malazan books. They're like the good old 10 book Malazan series. And that took that. I really enjoyed that. Like the only problem with it is that hello, my man. How you doing, Hurtig? How you doing? Good to see you. Welcome. The only problem with it is by the end of it, it's so broad in its scope, and there's so many characters that you always kind of feel like in your back of your mind you're forgetting important parts of the story. Like by the time you get to like book 10, you're like, hold up, is there stuff? Medzi, I'm going to finish my train of thought, but by the end of it, yeah, you're kind of thinking, is there stuff I'm supposed to remember about these characters that I've forgotten over the course of 10 books? But it is a great set of books, just a great setting all round. But Medzi, thank you very much, man. I really do appreciate it. It's very kind of you to say, and I'm glad you are enjoying it. I'm very glad you are enjoying it. And I aim to please. Reminded you of yeah, like Slick. I definitely agree with you, Slick. Like by the end of it, there was some bits of it that maybe weren't as good as it was originally. But yeah, like you do. Malazan is one of those books. I loved it because there are certain characters in those books that I will always remember as being like characters that I loved. Like Fiddler, mainly a lot of the bridge, but like Fiddler and Hedge and all those guys. Like there were some great characters in those books. But by the end of it, it really like Squiggy says, it really is a case of there's like 100 different people doing 100 different things on multiple continents, and you're like, oh god, man, where was I in the story again? but I definitely enjoyed it. I definitely got a good read out of it, and it was definitely fun. Again here, I feel like we just. If I can get a guy free here, I will, because then I can hopefully just at least mark the skinks.
The attacker has an assist.
Is King Killer the name of the? Yes, King Killer is the King Killer Chronicle. Yes, I'd forgotten, but yes, it is. Yeah, that is a. That is probably the next series on my list, because I've read the first one and I absolutely loved it. I just haven't quite got round to reading the second one yet. And also he seems to be taking a very I think the Name of the Wind is one of those books that I was like, oh, I really love it, and then I looked on Amazon and realised it was a trilogy and the third one wasn't out yet. So I was like, okay, I'll just wait till he's done and then read it. As it happens, he's taking a long time. So you stand up. And then I suppose we take yeah, I suppose we do this.
Those players are
There we go.
close. Smells like a fight is about to happen.
Oh, no armor break or anything. In that case, we're going to do nothing so that we can take our 1 dice here. Again, I feel like this is reasonably safe because this guy has no block or anything. So anything but the skull. Oh, never mind. That kind of sucks, but.
Push back, but not over.
And now we just. There we go. Stay. Okay. Yeah, not And now I'm in a situation now where I'm going to make the going for it. Just if I fail the going for it, I fail him. But if I make him, it makes life more awkward for him. Never mind. Couldn't like doing the go for it's there. If we fail him, we're no worse off, so we might as well do him. Is kind of the thinking behind that. And at least now he has to make it, again, it's perfectly reasonable. Like, he could quite easily just stand the skink up, run in, make a pick up, and then run out again. Like, it can be done. Rothfuss writes music. Yeah, no, I do. Kvoth, as far as characters go, is one of the best that I've read recently. I like that whole first book in that trilogy was just like, damn, like, that was like, I remember reading that book at the first time, and this was a while back now. And I was like, damn, that's a real good book. Like, I'm really interested to see where this story goes. It's a good setting, a good world, interesting character. So I really hope he cracks on. 55%, yeah. sounds about right. I suppose is it 55 with the reroll, or I mean it's probably even easier now because it's just no dodges, just to pick up and then straight out. So we shall see. We shall see. I'm actually really surprised if he does. I'd be surprised if he starts making any blocks beforehand. Like this is the important bit. Have I read any of the Witcher books? No, I have not read any of the Witcher books. I have not read any of the Witcher books.
Did you know, Bob? And I think
You had 3 conceded against you in a row.
Is made from a compound of sand.
Oh, so he's going to go. This just seems like an extra dodge for no reason.
Apparently, this player forgot his hands in the changing rooms. Were they asleep there?
Okay, good.
I certainly was, Jim.
Whew. Right then. Well, now comes. Oh, he's had enough. He's had enough. That is a shame. That is a real shame. I mean, I know, like things were going a bit iffy for him with the dice. Like that, it's a bit harsh.
Due to the score.
But yeah, it's a shame. It's a shame. It's more of a shame because I hate to end the stream on a concede, but I really don't have time to start another one from scratch, unfortunately, which sucks. We are going to pay out.